Okay, hey guys, I'm gonna try something new. This time I'm gonna try a voiceover video where I'm just gonna basically wash the car because I finally got it back again, and I thought I would just speed it up and do kind of that, you know, that voiceover where I talk about what I'm doing or whatever comes to mind. So in here I got Brute wheel soap plus some Boost, both ammo products. In this bucket, so I'm going to start with the wheels and tires as I always do. Alright, let's go ahead and speed this up here. So as you saw, I got ammo product in the bucket there, and I just sprayed the tire down with Adams wheel and rubber cleaner. Or, I'm sorry, tire and rubber cleaner. Stuff works amazing. And I use Adams wheel cleaner on the face of the wheel right there, along with Ammo's, I guess you could say, wheel soap regiment. Stuff works really good.
Seriously, actually, why does this say collect on?
This is a collector car.
So you can't drive it?
Alright, so since these tires or wheels, I should say, like together, like to collect water right here. I want to spray the wet coat on there, but I want to get rid of this first. Alright, then right here, in order to get the wet coat to properly apply, I need to blow out that little puddle that builds up there. And then I'm able to properly apply wet coat and rinse it off. Now on to the next wheel. Same thing, I got Adams rubber cleaner. Scrub those front tires here. Adams wheel cleaner mixed with Ammo Brute soap is a good combination for the wheels. Pay extra close attention to the calipers and everything like that. And same thing, I have to blow it off in order to apply wet coat properly. Okay, head to the next one. I'm not sure these wheels are coming up as dirty. Is that window down? As dirty on film as they are in person. But I mean, you can probably see how dirty these things are. This matte finish and this color does a pretty good job at disguising the dirt. Alright, we're getting there. I thought this was gum on my driveway. Anyway, same thing. Got Adams tire cleaner and Adams wheel cleaner. Spray down there, be nice and thorough with it all. I love that 5-finger bit, by the way. That's also from Adams. That allows you to get in and out of those spokes and kind of wrap your fingers around them. Pretty simple too. Get some wet coat on there, rinse it off, and call this wheel good. Okay. Alright. Last wheel. Alright, after one broken back, here we are on the final wheel. You can see how close that tire is to that wheel well. Spray down the Adams tire cleaner, be nice and careful around it. Spray down the Adams wheel cleaner, mixed with the Ammo soap. That's a lot of product on something like this. I don't know, it works great for me. Rinse it down, blow out the puddles, spray down the wet coat, rinse it down, and that's it. Alright, my back. Alright, so that concludes the wheels. Now we're going to go to the paint. You can, this picks up on film. Look at all that dirt. It's like it got wet or something. You can see it. You can see it comes right off, but lots of dirt. Alright, I'm gonna start with getting the buckets ready first. So, yes, I went and bought the Obsessed Garage bucket package. Oh, that was cool. I bought that. I'm gonna go fill it up with some softened hot water, and I'll find some soap to use. I might use some of the Ammo foam. And we're gonna try out, I've been trying it out, we're gonna make a video finally with the Mtm, what do they call it, Performance? Performance? It works really good, so check that stuff out. We'll fill the buckets real quick. That was kind of cool. I got the buckets filled. I'm gonna put some Ammo Boost and some Ammo foam in the wash bucket. Some foam, and then the towel. And there's some boost on the towel. Stuff works really well. Larry has good product. I'm gonna put this to the side for now. Alright, so here we have that MTM Hydro Performance, it's called. Stuff works really great. It smells like cherries, which I'm not a big fan of cherry smell, but I mean, it's not bad. I do think that this stuff is much better in a foam cannon than it is, you know, like in a 2 or 3 bucket method, because on the directions for 2 to 3 bucket it says mixed product using a ratio of 2 ounces of soap per 1 gallon in your bucket. You have to use it says it's a 5-gallon bucket. You fill it up to the top, which I don't know if anybody does, but you know, that's 10 ounces of fluid, of soap fluid, and this is a 16-ounce bottle, so it's up to here. You're going to use more than half of this bottle just to do a 2 or 3 bucket method. But if you do it in a foam cannon, it's dilute product with water using a ratio of 2 ounces of soap per 1 gallon per minute. So I don't know. I've just been doing what I normally do with the soap. I fill it up to about the like 150 milliliter line. Maybe not quite that high. Yeah, not quite that high. Maybe the 100 milliliters. Right about there, like 125 milliliters. That's, hope you can see it. That's a lot. I mean, but that's what I've been doing. I could probably get away with using less of that, but you know, I'm using a few ounces instead of 10. I don't know. It makes more sense to use this stuff as strictly as a foam cannon soap. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this down, and then foam it up. Alright, let's go ahead and rinse this puppy down. This is a pretty important step here. You don't want to, you want to be pretty thorough because you want to knock off as much dust as you can before you actually touch the car, or even waste, or potentially waste any snow foam. I don't know if the camera's picking up. I did the wet coat, then I topped it off with the last coat. Last time I washed this. Now we'll proceed rinsing it down here again, being nice and thorough. Not sure what I was looking at there. I think I was looking at the hood actually. It was a fiberglass hood, and it never aligned right. You open it one time, and you close it, and anyway. So I'm just gonna rinse it down and get ready for the performance.
You people have to see the foam.
All right, so I got the performance in here.
We're gonna spoil into it.
And this picks up well. All right, check it out. That's a good angle, I guess. All right, on to the fun part. This is that MTM Hydro. It's a brand new performance soap. I think it's better used in a foam can, like I mentioned here. Stuff's really thick and sits on the car and then carries away a lot of the dirt and dust that in case you missed it when you rinsed it. Stuff's awesome. It's kind of hard to tell because the car is white and the foam is pretty white. It's kind of a tint of pink, but you can see how thick this stuff is. See, slowly drops. Obviously some parts more than others because I put it on there pretty thick. I keep having to re-record this because my computer, my laptop, just the fans kick in. That's all you can hear. Anyway, so now I'm doing that washing with the 2-bucket method. Yes, I did buy those Obsessed Garage buckets. I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm kind of obsessed with perfection, like Matt is, in these 6-gallon buckets mixed with colors. It just made things easier. I don't know. I can't justify it as a lot of money, but I did it. Anyway, I'm going around using the same performance soap. I used the residual that was left in the foam cannon plus a couple capfuls into that wash bucket there, and I'm going around washing the car. I've come to the point. This car, not specifically, but a lot of my cars now are clear broad, right? And I do that because I don't want to spend all this time worrying about properly washing or making sure I'm not applying or adding more swirls than I need to. So this car, again, this one's not clear broad, but I'm just saying this in general. I found that it's a lot I get a lot more peace of mind when I clear bar a car right out of the dealership. So it's in its most perfect position or state, I guess you would hope, right? Some dealerships polish the cars first, some don't. And at that point, you just enjoy the car, you drive it, and you use it for what it is, and you do washes like this, where all you do is maintain the cleanliness. So here, I rinse things off and I do a nice layer of this wet coat, what I'm doing right here, and you just rinse it off, and that's it. There's no polishing. Granted, this is matte. I'm just using this as an example. This is a matte painted car, so I wouldn't polish anyway. But just something about washing it and sealing it with wet coat makes it nice. Yeah, when you rinse it down like this, you want to make sure you get all that wet coat off. I never left it in the sun, or you see I'm washing in the shade here, but I never let that wet coat dry. But I can only imagine that it wouldn't do much good for the paint, so it's best to make sure you thoroughly get that off. Okay. All right, I got her cleaned. Now let's go ahead and let's start up for you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard this one start up yet. Sounds good. Now I'm going to dry her off. Alright, so I'm going to top it off with a layer of top coat as I dry, kind of as a drying aid, similar to how I did Beam Maker. That's easy. Alright, so we got the car in the garage now, and I like to do a real thick coat of this top coat, or last coat I mean. It's that new stuff. It's kind of like Bead Maker, but I use it as a drying aid first. So the car is sopping wet right now, and I'm going around and spraying this last coat on it while I take this towel and just pick up all the water as much as I can. A lot of the water came off with that wet coat, but this kind of gives it a little bit longer lasting effect that the wet coat does. And I like to layer the product with this because the performance is nice. Alright, so I'm not going to be using this towel anymore, so I'm going to use it on the door jambs and the engine bay. Alright, so once I'm done doing the exterior paint, the majority of it I should say, I'll take that same towel, because it has some of the top coat in it, and I'll go around and do the engine bay, take out some of the dust and shop dust that was in there. I'll go to the door jambs and the windows, and I'll take that towel and just wipe it off, and I will not use this towel again on the exterior paint, because it just touched all this stuff where I guess the soap didn't really get to. So this is kind of a waterless wash, if you will. And then I take my blower and I blow away all the little nooks and crannies, little vents and windshield, and all the seals around the window and the seams on the side, on the bumper, the lights, just to get ready for a final coat. Okay, now I'm going to do one more final coat with a new towel. Alright, and once that's done, I'm going to do it about an hour now. I'll take a brand new towel and the last coat, and I'll go around and I'll do a pretty thorough, detailed job on it. I'm actually spraying the panel, spraying the towel, and I'm rubbing the stuff in, and I'm flipping the towel several times during this process, buffing off the residue. This is kind of the last step of it, icing on the cake, if you will. And so this I don't want to spend more time than I need to, so I'm being as thorough and as detailed as I can during this process. I did end up selling this car shortly after this video. It was kind of sad, but I got a video coming out for that. I traded it for a 911 GT3. It was a 2018, one owner, 1,000 miles. It was a pretty sweet car. This thing was just in and out of the shop too much, and I just wanted to wash my hands. One day I'll probably build another one, I guess. Okay, well, that concludes a pretty quick, not so thorough, but I don't know. That concludes a wash on my white 1969 Camaro. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope it wasn't boring. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll stay tuned to the next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.